my production quality just a little bit, just teensy a little bit. So this is going to be the first video where I try it out. Just let me know what you think in the comments, if you will. So Facebook Marketplace is extremely cheap, and a lot of people have been buying cars from there. I've heard they've had good experiences. As you know, I'm an Auto Tempest guy. If it's not by dealer or by a reputable person, someone that I trust, I don't buy it. I don't touch it, right? So Facebook Marketplace is kind of new for me. So why don't we just kind of browse the cars? Let's just kind of take a look around. So this $2,000 2012 Toyota Camry Other, which is LE, isn't that bad. It looks to be pretty good. Now, we can see it does have aftermarket hubcaps. I would change those because they're hideous. I mean, it's a pretty nice car. The fog lights just need a little bit cleaning. The interior is kept really well. I mean, this car looks pretty nice. Usually when it's not stock wheels or stock hubcaps, that usually means someone's been fiddling with it, which is definitely something you don't want ever, unless it's you. Because it's kind of interesting to find out what modifications they've done and if they've done them properly, or if your car is just going to randomly combust because they did the wiring wrong. One of my friends actually bought a Honda Accord, a 2006, that someone had aftermarket put a boombox in the tailgate and it caught on fire because they did the wiring wrong. So always be leery of that. See, it's not weary, it's leery. It's different, trust me. Now, this is a pretty good car. I rate this, I give it my thumbs up, stamp of approval. You could totally buy this, 130K, 130,000 miles. Not bad at all. So this is hit or miss, right? These $500 cars, if they have 20 pictures, then buy it. If they only have, like this one does, like 1 or 2 or maybe 5 if they only have 5 pictures, I wouldn't trust it, $500 or less, unless it's like from the 90s, then I would totally avoid it. So you can see this 2003 Toyota Camry LE V6. So there was the XLE V6, which was the top of the line. This is like the ground level, but with a nicer engine. The regular engine in this, so the 2007 through 2012s had a really bad V4 that consumed oil. This generation had a really good normal V4, but kind of a little bit of a weird V6 for this car model. So, I mean, I wouldn't avoid it. It was a very good engine, but, good cloth interior. If you're buying an older car, I would definitely recommend buying something like the XLE V6, right? That way you can get the dual zone climate control, maybe some Navi. Oh, also, if you're buying this generation, first of all, make sure that the clock hasn't gone out, because if that does, that's signaling some electrical problems that may be going on in the car, very common with this generation. And a person that I know very close has the same car, and the airbag is also trying to pop out of its socket. It won't, go off. It just kind of, shrink wrap that's unshrinking. It just kind of gets really loose. You can see it's one single piece of plastic with a little groove cut in it, so it'll hopefully melt and then explode in an accident. Over time, it separates from the actual dashboard material through that seam there, and it starts to bend at the top where the sun hits it. Not a big deal. I definitely wouldn't worry about it. I mean, nothing too extreme here, right? This I would avoid. I really wouldn't trust it at all. I mean, that doesn't seem reputable. This, I would definitely buy a 2010 for this amount of price. For this price, this is actually, not a bad car. When you see interior peeling like that, that's just kind of tacky, And we can see it does have aftermarket hubcaps. There's some dents there, and we can see the steering wheel is cacked out. I mean, I wouldn't really buy that generation in general, Just, I would stay away from it. They're very bad. Well, they're not bad. They're reliable, but they're just kind of junky, and people haven't really, I've seen, taken care of them. So this is a Corolla S, not an SE. Love the Apple sticker back there. Looks very classy. 2017 Toyota Corolla SE. Yeah, okay. So we can see someone has scraped it. You can do touch-up paint if you want to do that. And they've blacked out the logos, which is a little bit weird. The interior seems to be in great condition. We have the single zone climate control down there. And then your screen, I would go ahead and buy it. This gets my thumbs up of approval, especially for $7,000. Not bad. So in Fort Lauderdale, okay, right near here, a 2009 Toyota Camry sedan. So first of all the lettering has been ripped off the back, which makes me think, not trustworthy. And the paint is in good condition around here, and yet the taillights are in horrible condition. So I'm guessing someone's tried to do a brightener and tested on the rear taillights before they did the headlights. And that pack didn't... I lost it. Where did it go? Wait, down here. There we go. So I'm guessing someone's done like a testing kit. Oh, wait, different one. Hey, this one has entirely different problems. Again, missing some paint. Aftermarket Chrysler. Are those Chrysler wheels? Anything with a non-stock stereo I would typically avoid. You don't know how well or how poorly they've done the wiring. Those look like Chrysler wheels. If they're Chrysler wheels, avoid it. If any other brand of wheel, so like if it's an aftermarket wheel, then that's okay. Go ahead, trust it. It's probably okay, right? If it's a wheel from a different car, not at all. Run, run. Because it's probably been in a chop shop and they probably just chopped up another car and then threw some other wheels on it. Not very reliable. So this is a fantastic listing. Like, this is a listing that you know is going to be legitimate. So this is a 2001 Toyota RAV4 Sport. I wouldn't buy it just because of the age. I mean, age is definitely a factor when buying a car. But it seems to be in pretty decent interior. You can see they've taken care of the plastics here. None of them have really rotted. Unfortunately, the radio is not intact, so you're definitely going to have to add that into the expense. Maybe haggle down, since $3,000 is a little bit pricey for this gen. Thumbs up. Pretty good buy. I mean, the price is good enough where I would say that it would probably be a good listing, but you know, it's also a lot low. I wouldn't really trust that. Absolutely not. Those are worth like 15. Do not pay 2 for that. There's got to be something royally forked up with that, right? So I already see one picture has listings, one with 95K, one with 95K, and then one with 9.5K. So this might be, I think they do this a lot, where they find one car listing and then they use that as the catalyst for the rest. So they'll make a ton of fake listings with one car. If you see more than one listing for your car, check the details. If there's anything different at all, if you absolutely have to buy it, which you absolutely should not, pick the worst one, right? So if one says 9.5K miles and then one says 95K miles, buy the 95K one. If it says worse, that should be the original. If it has like better specs but the same pictures, it's definitely a copy of the original. Now this is a 2013 Toyota Corolla for $7,000. A little bit pricey, but it's in blue. It's in amazing condition. I mean, an old person has definitely taken really good care of this. Now it looks like the hubcaps are not stock, although they're like probably AutoZone replacements. You know, hubcaps, they constantly fall off. They don't last a long time. This I would go ahead and buy today. Why? Because it has the stock Toyota navigation system, which is extremely rare. Now, they do have problems, but, you know, they're easy to fix sometimes. And it has the tan cloth interior. I would buy it off the fact that it's blue, in really good condition. Oh, it doesn't have that many miles, only 100,000 miles. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And also, the tan interior is great, not because I think it looks pretty, which it does, it's obviously the best color, but because it wears more. And what I mean by that is, if someone's taking care of the interior on a tan car versus a black car, you can tell, right? If it's a black car, then, you know, you can't really see it that much because the black hides the dirt. If it's tan, every single speck of dirt is going to stick out like a sore thumb, which means you can, you know, more accurately predict, you know, what it's going to be. So when it just says $5,000, oh, Toyota Yaris, there we go. Just was missing the thing. This I mean, it's $5,000. That's a lot for a Toyota Yaris of the first generation. Not bad though. I mean, it is an aftermarket radio. These are terrible I'm sorry. They look cute, but they're god awful in accidents. I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't, you know. Also, these $1,000 for 2018, these $2,000 for 2024. Don't trust it. So this is perfect. A Toyota for $3,000. This is a Toyota Corolla, I think. Yeah, Corolla. CE, I think. Yeah, CE. Great. I mean, this is an amazing purchase. It'll last forever. And not only because, well, I mean, this is an outrageous price for this generation of Corolla. Outrageous. But just because I think it'll last, you know, quite a while. You know. Now, the $3,000 for a Scion IQ, I mean, it's just weird, you know? I mean, I just don't like the IQ. I'm not going to look at this listing. I never really liked the IQ, so my rating is going to be a little bit biased there. Okay. Ooh. Only 3 pictures and only one of the interior. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Those grass floor mats, no. This is probably someone's car that didn't take real good care of it and just kind of cared about how it looked. Again, if the price is suspiciously low and it's too good to be true, then it is, right? So, also, don't get confused. Always check the dealer prices. So this is a 2019 Toyota Corolla SE sedan for $8,000. You may think that that's a little bit pricey. Why is that in emojis? Good lord. But if you look at the dealer and they're similarly priced, like I know this model goes for a lot less because this was the last year of this generation. In 2020 it got refreshed. Then yes, I would jump on that purchase. I mean, it's great. Now, ooh, yeah, you see, a lot of these, if they have blanked out license plates, that's kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? And also, if it's wheel covers, wait, is this a 2000? Oh, yeah. So, first of all, these are wheel covers from a 2020. 2009 wasn't really a bad year, but this is the LE. This isn't the LE because it's got leather. Or did they have leather installed? Toyota's very confusing. Like, the base models, you can have leather installed if you want it to. Always really confusing. Oh, I just found possibly the best purchase on all of Facebook Marketplace. $8,500. That's an amazing price for this car. The SE has always been one of my favorite trim levels of this model of Camry, which is my favorite generation of Camry. So, I mean, it's beautiful. Beautiful interior. They kept it really well, actually. Sunroof. Just look at it, you know. I prefer the red one, but the gray one wasn't bad either. They only had like 5 or 6 colors for that model year. Very nice, right? The forklift, $2 forklift. Okay, $5,000 for a 2013 Sport Utility Limited. Not bad at all. 150,000 miles. Crosstracks will easily shrug that off. Now, we can see it as the touchscreen, not a touchscreen like the smallest touchscreen they offer. 2013 I would stay away from just because the interiors were kind of crap. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have the modern... Ooh, this is a great purchase. Never mind, 2 pictures, terrible. Probably just stock images too. You know, older Outbacks can be either the most reliable thing you've ever had or the worst shitboxes ever. I get why this guy didn't put the title there because it shows up under every single brand. He was playing 4D chess. You're going to see a lot of these Outbacks in the Tribeca, the B9 Tribecas, just because dealers don't want them, you know? Oh, if it's got a video, it's probably pretty reliable source. Pretty good. I mean, this is actually a pretty good listing. Leather seats. I know they'll hold up because Subaru. Ooh, vey. That has been scratched. Scratched up. This is perfect. Wow, this is a fantastic listing. Oh, never mind. So if the wheels are really worn, that kind of gives you an idea of how the rest of the... Oh, no headliner. No thanks. If it's got no headliner, you know they definitely didn't take care of it. $2,000 for a Volvo S60 from 2005. The price matches the car. The photos don't, though. I mean, only... If you want to sell a car, don't be like that. Don't only post like 2 photos. Ooh, 2009 Volvo XC90. Definitely wouldn't trust that. $1,000 for the 2004. I definitely would. A lot of these people don't know what they have, so if it looks older, like... That car looks like a 2019, and that car looks like a 1919. You know, if they don't know what they have, which it looks like these people do because, you know, it's properly listed. If it's like a Corolla and it's listed as a Camry and it's like $1,000 for a 2015 that looks old, then, you know. So, you know what to do. Buy it. Don't buy it. So, this is a 2015 S60 2.4 sedan. Not bad. Leather interior is very worn. 2005 was a pretty good model year. I mean, they were reliable. But they weren't really luxurious, per se. I mean, I think it'll last a long time. But I don't think you'll enjoy driving it for most of that time. I mean, there can be really, really fun cars. But they've kind of aged, you know, like a lot. So you've pretty much seen all there is to see from Volvo. You know me, I cannot conclude without looking at Lexus. So 2008, this is about high, okay, good number of photos, that's a good sign. Pretty good listing. I would trust it, yeah. Leather seats, that was a good option. They optioned out this car pretty well. Very nice. They have the original pamphlet, which is great, which means it's not been in a shop usually. Usually they take anything... When it goes to a chop shop, either they chop it up and then distribute the parts across multiple cars, which is why if you get wheels that are not stock to your car but are not aftermarket, you know, like if you get a Mitsubishi Eclipse with Toyota RAV4 wheels, it was probably just in a chop shop. They didn't have any Mitsubishi wheels. They ran out of wheels, so they just said, hey, it's the same shape, just slap it on there. If they have the original documentary, like chop shops will throw out anything that can link the car to what it originally was if they're swapping parts off of different ones. Now, I'm biased here. I really love these wheels on this car, But $5,000 is a bit pricey, and there's no photos of the interior, so I would not buy it. The mileage is a bit high, though. 180K for a Lexus. Lexuses run forever. Don't get me wrong. But they don't run forever. I mean, if it's already been like 500, 400,000 miles, yeah, I wouldn't really bother. Now, this is great. I would personally all buy the Lexus versions of the cars, right? The Lexus ES. So let's say you're looking to buy a Toyota, like a 2006 Toyota Camry, right? I would buy the Lexus version, in this case the Lexus ES, just because it's nicer. Like, you get the wood, you get leather that'll hold up more. The Lexus versions, when they're brand new, are super much more expensive just because they're built better. When you're buying used, Lexuses will always be built better than Toyotas. I'm sorry, Toyota is great, and Toyota is amazing and reliable, but Lexus is luxury, amazing, great, and reliable. So, I like this car is probably going to last longer than the Camry just because it's a Lexus and it's built better. So if you're buying used, keep that in mind. So with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I had a lot of fun.